Hello folks and welcome to the channel, episode 32 already, and this is where we left things last time. So this is what we're building. If it's brown it's done, and if it's white it's going to be done in today's episode, so a good one coming up. That thing you saw in the last sequence I've just highlighted in yellow there, but I need two more, and also I haven't actually doweled or attached the parts of the first one together yet. Right, let's get going. Let's start the episode with an absolute balls up, then a cock up, and then a near cock up. Hope you enjoy it. Now, I wouldn't say there's a definite right and a definite wrong way to do things, but it certainly feels more right to be standing above the wood and to be progressively taking smaller up to larger drill bits to get through it. But I think we can all probably agree it's a little bit more wrong to have the truss on its end, not very well supported, and to try and bludgeon your way through in one go with a very large drill bit.
I've been editing the footage over the last couple of months, and it generally involves me giving a weather status quite a lot. So today is no exception. So there we go. These westerlies are coming in. It's a bit unsettled, it's a bit breezy. The leaves are not yet on the trees. It shouldn't be long. Anyway, really want to get cracking with this thing. I was kind of hoping to have this thing built and up. Did I say by the end of March? Well, that's a week and a half. That's not going to happen, but certainly the end of April, mid-April, ideally. And I've got a week off work for the first time of the year. I've taken some time off coming up. Water coming out of that. Nice and easy. I should also attempt to locate my mallet at some point. In one side and then from the other. Let's try that first.
Now, the noises this drill is making here is only going to get worse and worse, as you're about to hear. This should have been perhaps a little indicator to not carry on with this approach, but to the contrary, I seem to be emboldened by it and decided to continue taking it to the other side as well.
Be very careful not to pull it onto myself, obviously. Nearly. When it gets stuck, the key is just to stop doing pressure and let it spin, I think. Got a lot of smoke coming out of the bloody thing. The Bosch hammer is smoking. Become a bit more relaxed about these problems. Not actually stuck, I don't think, but it's bloody close. I like it. Say that. Oh God. That is not a professional site. Come on. It is coming out. Just my drill's on fire. You know. Okay. Getting smoky again. See, gently. Oh yeah. It's fine. Absolutely fine. Just been sitting up there in the barn bit waiting for the rain to go off. There's clearly something very wrong actually, and I don't know. I'm not sure I've done it. It's one of these ones where I think I might have changed the design.
So I had the bright idea to put some plastic over the microphone. Problem is you can't hear me in the rain, so I'll have to talk over it. Right, I've put this ladder on just for my own purposes while I was there to explain what was going on. So the way it's going to work is there's going to be a side beam which is going to run through this gap here perpendicular to the truss. You'll have the purlin up the top, and then somewhere within here you'll have the mid purlin. Now if you look at the line where the bottom of that ladder is sitting, it's the diagonal on that crossbeam, that diagonal cut the ladder's on. That theoretically is where the rafter is going to go, but as you can see it doesn't sit anywhere near the side beam and it doesn't sit on the mid purlin. I'm still not entirely sure how I got to this point, but it's wrong. So there's a bit of a hack involving this string line, which I'm going to explain on site because I'm pleased to say it's not raining.
Okay, so in actual fact the string line is going to go to there because the purlin that's going through the top is 130 mil, and that basically is measuring 130 mil from the very bottom of that V up there. Okay, as it comes down this line it's getting further and further away from this diagonal. Now what I think I'm going to try and aim to do is I'm just going to work to see the line at the bottom. Let me hold the camera still. I want to just keep that. I don't want to have to recut where that crossbeam goes through, which is fine, but it's not a big effort to sort of just recut that diagonal line. That's what I'd like to do.
So that is exactly what I'm going to do. See the line there? Quite a quick job, just a quick cut with the old circular saw. Obviously I'll have to do the other two cross beams as well. Right, let's get on to the near cock up.
Right, I don't think my head's in the shot, but you can hear me. I was just in the process of flipping this over. So here's a mortise on the underside. You notice the section here? I just need to check that one of these struts, which I've gone and got away from all my cut pile, the stuff under the tarpaulin. I don't want it to be wrong. I don't think it's wrong, but I need to know now, because once I've assembled these, you know, this is going to be facing down. It's going to be very difficult to get to if I need to do something to it. So, does it fit? Yes. Basically, if it's it doesn't look correct. Well, that line and that line should match, and they definitely don't. Bollocks. How have I done that? I don't believe this. I mean, I make a joke of this stuff, and that's actually pissing me off now. Let's get a right angle here. Ah, no, we're okay. We're okay because the leg doesn't go there. That's where the crossbeam goes in. The leg actually lips over here like this. So in actual fact, but I'm going to check the dimensions now. So, well, I think it's 50 mil, because basically, let's look at this. This section here, crossbeam goes through, is 200 mil across. We've got another 5. I think the legs are 250 mil. So let's just measure that. Oh, I've got to tell you, I would not have been happy if I got that wrong. I still may have done, but so another 5 mil. Using the Sharpie, it doesn't work. All right, you can see it. I can see it. The leg is going to come in here. This side here is where this has got to meet. Got it? That goes in there, and yeah, there you go. Whew. Right, bit of a shambles. You know, there were a lot of problems there in that last hour and a half, and I'd say about 90% of them came from the fact that I hadn't finished the job when I had the chance. So I would, if you want any advice from me, and you're probably thinking, I don't think I'll be taking your advice, Alex, based on that performance, it's just get everything done before you start assembling.
Right, we're back on the map. There's no way I was letting this one go, and this comes from Blackbird, and she basically says, watching my videos, does it count as a date night? Right? Wrong. I don't know who's instigating this, you or your hubby, but one or other of you has got to raise their game of that, I'm sure. Anyway, here's a pin going in. We're down in Australia again, and it's Canberra. Surely there's some nice restaurants in Canberra. Only joking. Thanks for watching. Now, you don't have to go as far as watching my videos in bed with partners, but if there's any chance you could give the video a like or subscribe, or even click that bell, it would be hugely appreciated. It really does help the channel.
Here we go again. another weather forecast, but look, it's nice. It's Sunday the 24th of March 2024, and yeah, it's looking pretty nice. It was absolutely pouring with rain earlier. Right, so I've already had a go this morning, and oh dear, look at the state of that. This new set of bits, maybe not quite the quality I'm after, but they are quite small. However, there is basically a sweet spot for this, and whatever this width is, it's about, I don't know, 8mm, something like that. This goes through fairly easily, but you just have to take your time and do it bit by bit. Lift to the back. No, lift with your knees, not with your back. Well, I was just digging the gubbins out of here, if you can see that. I've had my hands in it, a bloody great big massive wasp. Look at that. Anyway, I've dug it out and left it out in the sun. I don't know what it was doing there. I don't like wasps at all, but come on, it's spring. Everyone deserves a chance. Right, I'm just doing this third one. I've just winched it up. Okay, there we go, that's lined up. Best yet, I would say. Oh God. Why did I do it? Why did I do it? I tried to do it in one go. On the last bloody hurdle as well. Why? See if I can bash that through. Right, we're done. That's a bit of a zinger. 3. Completely done. The only one that, for some reason I forgot, look at the bottom of number 2, the king post. Can you see that? I've forgotten to do that one. Just missed it, that was all. Not a problem. I can do it easily enough. Right, the side beams are going to be making their debut today. Right, my slight problem is I just haven't got enough room. I really need this outdoor bit here to construct the side beam, so that means I'm going to have to move these trusses, and trust me, like that, that's harder than you think. So really I need to get the trusses somehow in here. So whether I like it or not, I'm just going to have to be sensible, spend a bit of time just having a little bit of a clear up. Whew, big clear out begins. Might have overloaded the front of that. Look at that. It will still drive. I'm not saying it's the most dramatic moment on site, but look, you know, it's just kind of the changing landscape of the build. Before long we'll have the annex bit up, so the trusses are in there. So what that means is I can now bring the side beams down from the house, and I think I'm going to pull them through the barn on the wheels and round. I'm not quite sure how successful that's going to be, but we'll give it a go. Right, mega contrast issues. So here's a side beam finally being unearthed. There's a purlin in the middle of those two. It's not the heaviest bit I've got, but it's the runner-up, I think. This could be interesting. Right, Thursday 4th of April, Easter week. Plenty to get on with. So today I'm going to be prepping these side beams. In actual fact, there's not a huge amount to be done because they are going to remain largely intact. These are not the sort of things you want to get wrong. A little bit of a flood on site. Right, do you remember this? This is not exactly been stored well, may well have warped a bit or even expanded, but I think it'll still be okay. So these are for the last of the mortises. Okay, I've got everything measured out, so I'm going to do the mortising on the two beams. It's occurring to me that after this I've only got two more things to mortise. What will I do with the chain mortiser? Will I keep it or will I sell it? I think I'll keep it. That's good. Okay, there's a mortise out there, as you can see, and a nice tight fit on the strut as well. Next up, just need to trim the ends to length. I've actually left an extra 1.5 feet on the ends of these. I will trim these later on, just because I might require a bit of overhang, and it's quite easy to cut them when they're in situ with the chainsaw. Right, that's done. Cut them to length. It'll be very big offcuts. I wouldn't even say offcuts, I'd say whole beams. Okay, here we are. I just saw a sparrowhawk kill a pigeon. I'm afraid I didn't have it on camera for you. Nor did I have on camera the drilling. I have to say, drilling these holes, these ones I've done here, well actually I do it on top as well, but these ones you have to drill to get the tenons are the single most exhausting thing actually you have to do. They're really hard work to get through. It takes about 5 or 6 drill bits, actually exaggerating, it takes 3 drill bits of progressively larger sizes to get through the hole, and you get some really tough bits of oak. Anyway, they're done. I think these beams are actually now finished. I'm thinking maybe a bit of side and leg construction might be in order. Now, I'm pretty sure these things had numbers on them, but I can't see any. Must be on the underside. Now, this very short one, that's the obvious one. That is leg number. Now, how did I do the numbering? Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Well, anyway, it's the one. I'll zoom in. It's the one over there, the one that sits against that. I know that because it's a lot shorter. I've got a horrible feeling that there is something living in here. Something rodenty. Just a mouse, probably. But it will scare the woolies out of me if it suddenly appears, I'm sure. Right, I've just lifted this down, realised I should be filming this. I mean, it's quite a historic moment, is it not? Okay, well that looks nice. Right, slightly more interesting angle. Fit. I wonder. Okay. So you see just a teeny bit out there, teeny bit out there. Well, that's fine because this just needs to shove up vertically, and I reckon that will work nicely. The way I've been doing it so far, as you're aware, is to use the winch thing, the Draper winch ratchet thing, you know what I mean. Might be tempted to do that again. An alternative to winching it would be to put a screw through here and hope the screw thread pulls it up. Not too high. Okay, that is now touching. Well, that's quite good. That's what I had in mind. Right, it is Friday the 6th, I think, of April. I always do this. Let's get the actual date. No. It is Friday the 5th of April. Day off work today, Easter week, carrying on from yesterday. So the name of the game is Get All the Legs Fitted. I realised that to get all these things in, I really need to approach it from, well, like kind of where the camera is coming in, because I need to lay them down. So what I'm doing is I'm laying them all roughly in place and put them on top of some spare dowels, the old Roman rollers. So to achieve that, I've just tilted everything up on its end here to allow me to come in. Obviously it would have been more sensible to have fitted the end one first, but in fairness, this short one was a test one and it was nearer. And it doesn't matter, because as you can see, I've solved the problem. Working out which is not so much of a problem, because actually they're all unique. They've all got like a mortise in one particular place, not the other. So this one on top here is number 3. I think the one I want next, number 4. It doesn't matter. I know what it is. That's all I was trying to say. Right, got my big jigsaw ready. As you can see, I tried to elegantly lower this thing, and it fell on top of this bit of wood. That kind of gives you an idea what might happen to a bone. You know, good timely reminder there, just to be careful with this stuff. It's a bit of a historic moment because it's going to be the final mortise. The reason why I'm still messing around with mortises at this stage is that I've decided to have another internal strut. I was just worried a little bit about the kind of lateral support, and I thought it can't hurt to do it, so I just didn't think of... Right, those are done. That's it. Oh, thank you, Mr. Mortiser. I appreciate your help. What a great purchase you've been. I am going to keep it, by the way. I feel like I'm the sort of person now who owns a chain mortiser. Seems right.
All right, we're back on the map. We're back in Europe, specifically sunny España, and it's for Jose Luis, and he's in a small town called Teruel, which I've never heard of, and he says he wishes it rained. Careful what you wish for. What would I give for a bit of Spanish sun?
Chainsaw, ice cream van, rain. It's raining quite hard, but I think it's going to pass over. This is a bit of breaking news. The telehandler is turning up today. This is Friday today. Wasn't expecting it till Monday. I don't know when. Very tempting to get cracking on with this stuff as soon as it's built, but I probably won't. So anyway, I have to say those legs look like they're going on very, very quickly actually, and the struts seem to line up well, which is great. That noisy chainsaw is not me, but the neighbours will assume it is. Right, we're down at the soggy end of the barn here, very wet. Here we go, wait for it.
It's a telehandler.
Back in the game! Progress report, timber fans. 3 legs on, side section complete. Actually, I've got to put a couple more screws in. But anyway, nearly there. So there you go. I did finally get one stuck. I knew I would, but I managed to whack the top off. The good thing is you can snap these quite easily. Pretty good day. I mean, that leg is on. What time is it? It's 3 minutes past 4. An hour and a half longer than normal, but I have to say, that's a proper productive day on site. And I'm feeling confident we are ready. So I think you get the idea. So we've got the right hand section, legs 1, 2, 3. The left hand side section, legs here, 1, 2 in the middle, 3 from the end, onto which will go 3 nice trusses sitting in a row.
Right, there we go. That's another episode. So thank you, as always, for watching. And as you saw, the telehandler, our friend, has arrived. So in the next episode, it is the big lift, part 2, which means there'll be plenty of lifting capers. If you enjoyed the video, of course, give it a like. And if you leave me a comment, let me know where you're from. You might get on the map, and I always try and reply. By the way, I put a video out a week ago, which has got a whole load of bonus footage right from the beginning. So there's a link to that above. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.